Yo beautiful people, it is Rio here and welcome back to more The Last of Us.
I'm gonna draw them away from here. I'll come back for you.
And now Ellie has to think outside the box. She herself is put into a situation where she needs to survive. Come up with some 200 IQ ways of getting through this. I wonder if Joel was conscious and this all happened, whether Joel would have figured out, he's like, yo, they're gonna track you. This is not good, we need to go.
She's here. Hey, I got her! Get your ass over here! What are you waiting for? Shoot her! But David said... Fuck David! Shoot her!
Yeehaw! And you see all of these people here, there is a lot of people. This is David's crew. This is David's squad. For all the women and children he spoke of, there's a lot of men. Perhaps the men are the ones who do all the scavenging, attacking. There's such a difference on sides as well. Like, they attack Joel. So, because they attack Joel, like, you can understand why Joel killed them. But the way David talks is as if Joel deserves this. And that's why I said in one of my early episodes, please do not give Callus to Joel and Ellie. I wonder if the horse that's in Last of Us Part 2 will have the same fate. Or if Ellie will let the horse just ride away. You can't see me. Look at all these idiots. Every single one of them. They all want Ellie. They think she's the reason that their boys were killed.
Where'd they go?
How has none of them spotted me? Oh shh. All of these people, they're thirsty for Ellie.
Well? Nothing here either. Let's keep searching.
I don't know what the plan was there. But whatever the plan, I don't think it really worked out. I shot him into the freaking bushes. It could not be more perfect. You cannot write a better story than that. Bow and arrow just knocked him straight into the bush. Yeah.
Okay. Don't fall in the water. Don't fall in. Oh shit.
You're all good, Ellie. You're check this out. Like, even though all these people are attacking us and everything's like really violent and crazy, you cannot deny the beauty of this place. Like, this place looks awesome. Looks really, really good. And despite the beauty of this area, Ellie has to deal with the reality of the dark side of the people in this place. If you come up here, man, check that out. The cabin resort, the comic book here, Negan Chirpy. That is beautiful. But Ellie's got things left to do.
Here we go.
Look at me.
Jeez.
I was thinking ahead there, right? I was like, you know what? If I go through this tunnel, there's probably going to be something blocking it, so I need to move it. Big brain! I'm just gliding my way through all these people. This is one of the advantages of being Ellie. As she is small, agile, and quick, her strengths come from being able to evade her enemies. Hand-on-hand combat, she loses that fight 10 times out of 9. She loses that fight in that hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, that guy was getting way too close for comfort. Like, I felt like he was just going to turn around and pop me.
How do I get out of here?
Now, if you come around here, move this way. Boom. Now, there's a few ways getting in there, and I do like that. There's, like, many options for you. Like, you can jump through the window. You can slide through the floor. You can even go through the front door, I think, or front window. Like, up here. You can go through there.
Where's the way out?
You can go through there. You got options. But as we near here...
Yeah.
We got some assholes who they're gonna be creeping on us. Woo! See that? She just straight jumped in the air like, boom! Freaking Avengers, Marvel style.
There's the exit.
Ellie be OP.
Relax. Keeping you alive here. There you go. There you go.
I remember seeing that for the first time and being like, what? It was so dark. And it was such a realization on just how bad things are.
How are you feeling?
Super.
Here. You should eat.
I know you're hungry. Been out for quite some time.
What is it?
It's deer.
With some human helping on the side?
No. No, I promise. It's just the deer meat.
You're a fucking animal.
It's awfully quick to judgment. Considering you and your friend killed how many men?
They didn't give us a choice.
And you think we have a choice? Is that it? You kill to survive. And so do we. We have to take care of our own, by any means necessary.
So now what? You gonna chop me up into tiny pieces?
I'd rather not. Please tell me your name.
You're so full of shit.
On the
He's
contrary,
horny, Ellie. He wants to know your name.
I've been quite honest with you. Now I think it's your turn. It's the only way I'm going to be able to convince the others
Convince them of what?
that you can come around. You have heart. You're loyal. And you're special.
Oh.
He's so brutal, man.
You stupid little girl. You are making it very difficult to keep you alive. What am I supposed to tell the others now?
Ellie,
What?
tell them that Ellie is the little girl that broke your fucking finger.
That's a name reveal
How
right
did you
there.
put it? Hmm? Tiny pieces. See you in the morning, Ellie. Ellie. Ellie?
Just want to talk about David's character and that whole scene with him and Ellie. I believe David is some kind of messiah, right? He is like a cult leader. He is the guy that everyone must seem to follow. He's that guy that everything he says, he can convince people to do whatever he wants. Now, what intrigues me the most is he tries to convince Ellie, a person who he has hurt, or at least tried to hurt, and somewhere in his mind he feels like he can convince her to join him. And I don't know if this is because of his like he's clouded by some kind of sexual desire, or he's clouded by this need to have Ellie, but he is very, very convinced in himself that he can get Ellie to team up with him. He can convince her to accept him, and you know, Ellie, she's not gonna budge for this guy. Like, she sees him as the guy who tried to hurt her and Joel. That's it in her mind. But somewhere along the line, David, he feels so confident, and I can only think that the reason he has this level of confidence is because he is in such control. Like, even the scenes beforehand where Ellie had her bow and arrow to David and James, and she felt like she was in control, and then you find out David actually had a gun, and then at the very end he starts revealing who he is and what his group is, and how they start talking about a crazy man, and then Ellie pulls her gun up but then realizes that James is right behind him with a gun, and that David was in control the whole time. And then even when Ellie goes off to find Joel and David had used that as a way to track her, all of these things, I wonder if they were like a plan of David's. Like, David was thinking on the spot, he was making decisions, and he was successful. He was right, he was correct, all his predictions came true. And I wonder if these were forms of ways that boosted his ego. Like, he could get away with this, so maybe he could get away with more. And I feel like these events encourage David to try and push the envelope even further by trying to convert Ellie. And then another thing that I want to start to talk about is Joel. So now Joel, he's had his antibiotics, he's awakened from his pain, his slumber, and Ellie's gone missing, and he doesn't know where Ellie is. Now this is the first time where Joel is left alone without Ellie, and it's kind of like a bit of a realization of losing the girl that he by this point in the story, he has made it clear that this is his girl. This is his, I don't want to say daughter, but you know, it's like the replacement of his daughter. At this point in the story, he has pretty much said, yes, I am your guardian and I will protect you. And she has been taken away from him. He doesn't know where she is, and the idea of loss is now starting to creep back in. A feeling that he felt the pain, and when Ellie came along, the pain started to go away, and now that Ellie is gone, the pain is starting to bring itself back again. And this part here with Joel on the hunt for Ellie is honestly, it's one of my favorite parts in this entire game, and we're gonna get into my absolute most favorite cutscene later on. So that's gonna be it for today's episode. If you're new and enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing to keep yourself up to date with all my newest videos. To those who already are subscribed, you know the drill. Keep yourself safe, and I will see yous all in the future. Stay moist, everybody.